Beyond Meat is a company that has been gaining a lot of attention and traction in the last few weeks or months. You may have noticed their eye-catching ads with A&W, or if you're a follower of stocks and business, you may have noticed their stock price shooting through the roof. However, for those who are not familiar with Beyond Meat, you wouldn't be at fault for thinking they're another company that sells vegetarian products. However, you would be wrong. Vegetarian foods and vegetarian substitutes have been on the market for a long time, longer than most people can remember. What separates Beyond Meat from these other vegetarian food companies is, rather than attracting the vegetarian market, Beyond Meat has boldly stated they are looking to take away from the meat-eating consumer and the meat-eating market. Because rather than being an alternative, they want to be a substitute for meat. Which is why when they sell their product in the grocery stores, they demand their product be in the meat aisles with the rest. They conducted a 26-week study with Kroger, a massive American grocer. And during the 26-week study, they found that many of the people that picked up Beyond Meat products also picked up other meat products, which tells us that the consumer that Beyond Meat is targeting does have meat in their regular diet. And it also tells us, at the very least, they may be looking for alternatives. In fact, according to Beyond Meat's data, 93% of Beyond Meat consumers are not vegetarian. An individual's diet is something that's talked about probably now more than ever throughout history. It almost seems like every single day a study is conducted with a new conclusion that may contradict the conclusions of yesterday. What is the healthiest approach? One that can optimize one's well-being and lifestyle. Is it a plant-based diet? Should one be using supplements? Or are lean chicken breasts and other proteins the way to go? More people have questions about their diet, as many of the beliefs of the past have been debunked. Regardless of your diet approach, I think it's fair to say everybody is trying to be healthier in today's world. And Beyond Meat is trying to capitalize on this amongst a number of other seismic trends going on in the world today. There are a number of reasons why this trend is exciting, especially amongst the more conscious younger consumer. 3 reasons why Beyond Meat's products may be more in demand in the years to come. Number 1 is ecological reasons. There are a number of resources that go into raising a cattle or raising any type of farm animal up to the point where they are slaughtered. For example, if you look on a number of sources online, they will tell you there is an astronomical amount of water that goes into every steak. We also know that cows fart a lot, and those lead to a lot of greenhouse gas emissions. So it appears from an ecological or environmental perspective, this trend may be more in demand in the years to come. Number 2 is the diet. Maybe you don't want to cut out meat completely from your diet, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't cut back even a little. In fact, a number of dietitians and nutritional experts would probably say the overconsumption of meat can be detrimental towards one's health. And number 3 is animal welfare. Whatever your stance is regarding the meat industry, I think everyone can probably agree that the treatment of animals probably ranges from questionable to outright horrific. Many small trends due to this fact have emerged in recent times. For example, free-range chickens, where farmers are ensuring chickens are granted a certain level of livelihood prior to slaughter rather than in closed-off spaces, which tells us that the consumer is conscious and does care about the welfare of animals. So for these 3 reasons alone, Beyond Meat is looking like an interesting company for the future. The company recently had a blowout quarter and is expected to hit about $210 million in revenue for the year. As they continue to make more deals with other companies, this is also a big catalyst. For example, with Tim Hortons, with A&W, as well as with Carl's Jr. These are referred to as food service sales, and they are growing at a fast rate. What are your thoughts on Beyond Meat? Would you invest in their stock? Give us your thoughts below. Thank you for listening. Give us a like, comment, and subscribe, and happy investing.